welcome to the Wonderful Elementary Writers Podcast. This is our first time this year having first grade writers in the podcast studio. And we have three gentlemen here with us today. And the first friend who's going to share his piece, what's your name?
Mark.
Thank you for being here, Mark. And Mark, you've learned a lot already in first grade. Now, why don't you tell us how you start an idea till you get to the piece in your hands? Like, what are the things you do for your writing process?
So, first we have to get our swappy copy and then think about what we write, pick an idea, and then we start to write, and then we cross it off and write what we read wrong, and then if something is still wrong that I didn't see, we'll get a red pen, cross it off, and then write the right word again. And then we...
and then you said sometimes you meet with your teacher, right?
A lot of times, once we're all done with our draft, we meet with our teacher, do some stuff that I forgot to do, and then...
Like editing?
And then I get this paper. If I run out of room on the first paper, I get another extra paper and paper clip it, and then I keep writing. Once I'm done with my pencil, I get my black publishing pen, trace over it, and then I color.
Amazing. Okay. What's the title, Mark?
Playing Baseball.
Okay, let's hear it.
By Mark. In the fall, I like to play baseball. I grab all my stuff next. We go outside. Then we play next. My mom calls out, dinner is ready. We go out. We go inside. Baseball is the best sport.
Amazing. That is such a great first grade narrative. So proud of the way that you were able to describe how you made that piece. Thank you for sharing it. Our next first grade writer is Beckett. Beckett, before you share your piece, what is your favorite part of the writing process? When you start writing in first grade, do you like drafting your ideas, or do you like editing with your teacher, or do you like publishing the best?
Publishing.
Yeah, why do you like publishing the best?
Because you get to get a new fancy paper and write your best, and it's kind of fun to do.
Amazing. Well, what's the title of the piece you're going to share?
Playing Soccer.
Okay, let's hear it.
By Beckett. In the fall, I like to play soccer with my friends. First, we were playing soccer. I score a lot of times. I am pretty good. Then we played for a long time. It is fun to play soccer. Soccer is the best.
Amazing. May I see your picture? Very cool. I love that in first grade, part of the publishing process is being able to draw a picture that goes with your piece. That was really great. Thank you for sharing, Beckett. Our next first grade writer is Nathaniel. Nathaniel, what do you like about writing in first grade?
When you have good grip, and when you write neatly, and if you write slowly, you'll have better progress, and then you'll take your time, makes you get better.
Amazing. And so we were talking about that a little bit later, about how even in first grade, some parts of penmanship help us be a writer, right? Like our grip and our handwriting and taking your time. Thank you for adding that really important part. Now, what's the title of the narrative you're going to share with us?
The soccer game.
Okay, let's hear it.
In the fall, I like to play soccer with two friends that I met 3 years ago. When we were good yet, but as time passed by, we got better and better, and we just got better. We were close to winning. It was fun. We passed to everyone. Wyatt scored 1, Nathaniel scored 1, and Sebastian scored 1. It was 3-5. The Thunder team won. Our whole team said, "Good game."
Really good job, Nathaniel. Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Our next first grade writer is Isla, and I haven't told her any of the questions I'm going to ask her, so we're just going to have a little conversation before she reads her piece. So Isla, before we get started, what do you know about what makes a good writer? What makes a first grade student a good writer?
Bye.
When you do writer's workshop in your classroom, how do you know if you're doing your job? What would you be doing?
Writing.
Yeah, writers write. Now, what do you have to do from your very first idea to get to this published piece? Tell me about how that works in first grade.
By thinking of your story, then writing it down.
Mm-hmm. What do you do after that?
Then,
Do you get to meet with your teacher?
yeah.
Okay. Is that called conferencing?
Mm-hmm.
And then after you conference, do you edit and make some changes to your piece?
Yep.
And then what's the last piece? Do you remember when you turn it into this piece of paper? What's that called?
Revising.
Yeah, we do revise. And then it's called publishing, right? So you have your first published piece of first grade. What do you have a title for this piece? Did you give this piece a name or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, maybe what we can do, because Riley's in here with us, maybe after Riley and I listen to your piece, we can give you a suggestion for a title. How's that sound?
Good.
Okay. So let's hear it.
We drove to the pumpkin patch with my family. I was really excited, and then we were there. First, we went to the pumpkin patch. I picked out pumpkins with my family. They were amazing and nice and orange. Next, we went home, and then we carved our pumpkins. They were really scary and nice and orange. Then I made many pumpkins. Last, we got ready for bed. Then it was the next day. After that, we got ready for the next day.
Really nice. So, Riley, what did you hear, like the main idea of Isla's piece? What was she writing about?
Going to the pumpkin patch?
Yeah. So, does that give you an idea for a title, Riley? What would you maybe call it?
The pumpkin patch.
Yeah. Or you could even say something like carving pumpkins or I love pumpkins. But thank you so much for sharing your piece about pumpkins. Do you know what I love the most about your piece?
What?
You wrote what we call in second grade quality adjectives. When you said things like exciting and amazing, that really helps your listeners know how you feel about your experience. So thank you so much for sharing. Our next writer from quarter 2 of first grade is Riley. Riley, do you have a title for the piece that you wrote?
No.
No. Okay, well, maybe we'll do the same thing. Isla and I will listen to your piece and we can give you a suggestion, or I bet after you read it, you'll have an idea for your title. Now, tell me, Riley, what do you enjoy the most about the writing process? Do you like drafting or conferencing or publishing or drawing the picture? What's your favorite part?
Publishing.
Yeah, you like to rewrite it nice and neat. Amazing. Let's hear your piece.
In the fall, I like to celebrate my birthday and I get cake and presents. Next, I opened my presents and I got a green lightsaber. In the middle, I got to eat a chocolate old-fashioned donut. Lastly, everybody left my birthday.
Really great. Now, what do you think the main idea of your writing piece was?
About my birthday?
Yeah, so what would the title be?
My birthday?
Exactly right. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
This episode has been a production of the Capistrano Valley Christian Schools Podcast Network. CVCS is a Christian TK through 12 school in San Juan Capistrano, California. Please visit cvcs.org/podcasts to listen to the variety of shows our students produce on our campus. You can also find all of our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and others. We would also appreciate you subscribing to and leaving a review of this show and the other shows on our network in your podcast player of choice. If you have any questions or would like to reach out to us, please email podcasts@cvcs.org. On behalf of the school, this is Mr. Jasper, the executive producer of the podcast network. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more.